Hey kids, do you like cringe Kino? Do you like Final Fantasy? Then this is the game for you. Whether you've been keeping up with the chaos posting since the game's original announcement in June 2021, or barely know anything about the game at all, I'm here to tell you 7 things you may have not known about Final Fantasy Origin: Stranger of Paradise. Number 1. The game is being co-developed by Square Enix and Team Ninja, the team behind the ball-busting Ninja Gaiden and the sexy Dead or Alive series. With Team Ninja handling the gameplay and Square Enix handling the story, Stranger of Paradise takes the Final Fantasy job system and blends it with Neo's brutal difficulty to create what some would call chaos. The game serves not only as the most action-oriented Final Fantasy game yet, but also as a commemorative anniversary title celebrating the franchise's history. Number 2. Although the game is being released in March 2022, the basic concept of the game was originally conceived by Tetsuya Nomura's trauma-ridden brain after Dissidia 012 Duodecim was released back in 2011. The original concept was simply about an angry man, but Nomura ended up making it about Garland, the main villain of the original Final Fantasy, and his interpretation of how and why Garland became chaos. Number 3. Despite what many people have said on social media, Stranger of Paradise is not an isekai. Producer Jin Fujiwara explained that, although characters may seem too modern for the high fantasy setting, the people of Lufenia are a highly advanced, ancient civilization, which is why the characters look the way they do and have cell phones. Number 4. Stranger of Paradise is not directly related to the original Final Fantasy I. It's a different interpretation of the story and world, using the original as a base setting for the new story and characters. Many different motifs from the original are used to maintain a sense of coherence, but the game is not directly or indirectly related to the original. Number 5. Several of the areas in the game are directly based on areas from previous Final Fantasy games, going all the way from Chaos Shrine in the original Final Fantasy to the Insomnia Citadel from FF15. A few notable examples are the Tower of Babel from FF4, the Tomb of Wraithball from FF12, and Mount Gagazet. Number 6. Stranger of Paradise, unlike many other action games, has a heavy emphasis on co-op gameplay, with the devs mentioning that the endgame will be mostly co-op focused missions. The game lets you play as the Warriors of Light, Jack, Jed, and Ash during the first few missions, with Neon and Sophia later joining the playable party. Though only the host player can play as Jack, friends can play as other members of the party, with up to 3 people being able to play together at a time. Number 7. The game isn't a beat 'em up or a Souls-like. It takes the basic gameplay elements that worked in Neo, which was basically Ninja Gaiden's gameplay, and mixes it in the RPG and job system mechanics from Final Fantasy. The game is also mission-based. You go from mission to mission on the map, like a chessboard, to progress the story along with completing many side missions that pop up as you play through the game. I hope this info was useful to prepare you on your future quest to kill chaos in Stranger of Paradise when it releases in a few hours. Hey, and if you like my voice, check me out on my channel, Bloo Rhapsody. If not, see ya.